So many people, especially in Ireland, use the line, "I'm not racist, but," and as a barman I hear that line far too much, so it's, you know, there is much more of a problem than anybody's willing to accept in this country, so it's worth getting involved in.
And like, people in Ireland don't realise that there's racism and
just like, you know, as a kid you're pure innocent, so like you realise like it's the same, and then when you get older and realise what's going on around you, it's just, there's a lot of shit.
Well, I think if you see it or you hear it, and then the person or persons who are the perpetrators of this should be approached, as long as you're not causing yourself any possible harm, you know, because people who do use that vocabulary, or people who do have those thoughts or stances on certain things, will continue to think them unless they think that they're wrong, and the only way that they will find out they're wrong is that they understand that pretty much everybody thinks it's an out-of-date and unacceptable process.
Most Irish people think that it's not, that it's just like a bit of crack, you know, that, you know, this is just the way we are kind of thing. It is racism, there's no other way to say it.
It's like, it's a small town mentality, so you go out on Friday night and you've got all the cushy heads out there and they're all like giving it large and drinking up and whatever, and like some guy from Nigeria could walk down the street and it could be something simple like you're in the group and someone throws a sly remark, or it could go to the other extreme where someone throws a bottle, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just pure stupid.
Wow.
So
myself personally, because I tend to, I'm just a happy-go-lucky, kind of friendly person anyway, so I just give everybody, I treat everybody the same way that, you know, that I like to treat myself, and but it's definitely an issue that has to be tackled, definitely.
Conversations in bars, and people are talking about, you know, the foreign people that are in their workplace, and it's all, you know, damn foreigners this, and bloody black people that, and, you know, for what, it's usually a more harsh word than that, but we won't go there. But you know, it's people use it as an excuse to give out about people. And it just happens in casual conversation all the time, and most of those people wouldn't even consider themselves racist, which is really bad, you know. If you brought it up with them, they'd be like, "Oh no, I'm not racist," so, you know, it's crazy. Attention needs to be brought to it, because people who don't realise they're being racist need to be told, like, that's a pretty racist comment, you know, that stuff needs to stop, because it makes people feel horrible about themselves.
I don't know, if we can turn a few heads, even if we just turn a few heads, then that's enough, you know. The more that get interested in it, the better. If people genuinely get interested in it, then they'll start believing in the cause. So.
Yeah.
Yes. One or two people is enough to justify getting involved.
Huge, isn't it? I mean, how can they get involved? What can they do? Like, I think a lot of people are aware. They can see it, they can feel it, but what can they actually do?
Well, a lot of people say to me, you know, "Oh, well, Kurt, you know, what does Love Music Hate Racism? What does it achieve?" Because they can't, you know, kind of measure its successfulness or achievement. Like, but, you know, if you go to a gig and you walk away and you say, "I was at a Love Music Hate Racism gig, I had a great time," and they go, "Love Music Hate Racism? What's that? Racism? There's no racism there." And, "Oh yes, there is." And then you start a conversation and it's out in the open. You know,
I think the Love Music Hate Racism is a great way to go about it, because, well, even it's stuff like just putting up the posters is going to create awareness. You know, when people see Love Music Hate Racism, you know, it keeps it fresh in people's minds, and anything that can do that, just keep the information going around. I think eventually people will stop, because nobody wants to be racist, you know, but it just kind of comes across that way a lot of the time. So, like, music's only like one small way of going about it. You could have like someone who's good at journalism, and they could start writing about it, and you could have someone who's good at video and film and all that, like, and then they could just start recording stuff, like something like this, I suppose.
Yeah.
And there's just so many different ways, like.
Cool. Any final thoughts or comments you'd like to get out there?
Final thoughts. Not really. Don't be racist. Yeah.
So if I were to give you this statement, racism is ... how would you feel like it?
Racism is bad. Yeah, you know. We're playing a gig for Love Music Hate Racism in the Russian Dub, the Galway launch, on the 15th of December, and come and support the cause.
What's it going to be like?
It's going to be epic, apparently.
Woo!
There's loads of
That's
bands.
what I heard.
It's only €7 in, I think it is, and it's going to be a great show for a great cause. So come, support it, and enjoy yourself.